Hello, skis. This is me, your supervisor, your dungeon master. Somebody's
just the floor supervisor, not the whole actual manager.
I'm the regional manager.
I'm not approved for overtime.
I like game supervisor.
Yeah, game supervisor.
Dungeon supervisor.
Dungeon supervisor.
I'm into it.
Dragon regional manager, dungeon supervisor.
Sure.
I have a dual title.
For sure. No doubt.
Welcome to Down Outlands. It's where my good pals and I play Dungeons and Dragons, and they play children who are up to hijinks across the omniverse. So without further ado, let's have everybody introduce themselves. And where was your character at the end of last session?
All right. Well, I am Nate. I am the assistant to the dragon supervisor. I am Twig Swisstrike, Otterkin Rogue. I am no longer exhausted, which is nice. Bad news, I died. So that's a thing.
Join the club.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess the good news is we can't die. So I just teleported to the
whoa. You haven't died yet. Let's put it that way. You can't die.
There might be a countdown.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we're basically gods. No, this is not something I actually said.
Hey, are you sure?
Oh, a kitty.
Oh, it was a kitty.
Hi, Bagheera.
That was a good distraction. Yeah. So anyway, I teleported to the open house, which is somewhere after I talked. I guess sort of had a conversation with the Lady of Pain. Mostly words came at us. Yeah, she moved the open house somewhere. We will find out where the heck that is.
My name is Shannon. I am supposed to be the administrative assistant to the game supervisor, but I don't understand why I was demoted. I'm in the basement. They took my stapler. I was told there would be no salt on this margarita. There's salt, huge grains of salt. I'll burn the place down. I am Shannon. I play Charity Mumart, who is an 11-year-old artificer and chaos goblin extraordinaire. I promise I don't live in a dump. That box is for my cats because if I take it away, they cry. Charity had a really unexpectedly emotional evening and went on a journey of self-discovery around morality, which is kind of a newish concept for her. She's really not comfortable with a lot of these adult level decisions that she's being forced into. And I can't imagine why. It's not like she's experienced extraordinary amounts of trauma over the course of the last few weeks or anything, like, coping with a new disability or being unable to fully articulate herself. Everything's fine. It's all fine. We're good here. Thanks. How are you?
Whoa. I mean, I hate to say this. I'm an adult and I'm not comfortable with these adult level decisions.
Right?
In my regular life.
I don't even like deciding what the hell to order for dinner. You think
it's a struggle every time. What should I cook tonight? I don't know. What are you hungry for? I don't know. What are you hungry for? It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Amulet Sticky Fingers. Everyone's great, loving Kinder Barbarian, maybe. I don't know. She's just so happy-go-lucky. Sometimes I never know what to think about her. And I am in this teleported house standing in front of this lady who claims to be our aunt, and I'm not trusting her.
I'm Warrior. I play Akko, big dog, 12-year-old Knoll, Rune Knight fighter, Esquire, one Vivant. Last time on Down in Outlands, or most recently on Down in Outlands, Akko attended a funeral.
True.
Warrior, I like to picture that, like, in front of your computer, you just have like several post-it notes where the titles just keep going.
Yeah, Usador the blue.
Yeah.
Big dog, former king, Akko, first of his name.
One falls down, you're going to be out of order. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
All right. So
milk.
So those of you who are on the Heartless,
Mhm.
you make your way down into the captain's quarters. Peerless is there, bandaged up, and Norhand is there. Drott is there. And Drott says, sounds like your ropies want to go home. She kind of takes a deep breath, grits her teeth, says, well, then we honor our agreement with them. We take them back to Zendikar. He puts his hands up and, well, they'll be missed. Ship's in bad shape. She looks around and she says, it is. Mission first, though, is to get back to the open house. And that's when Peerless unrolls the map and points. And he says, yeah, about that. They're not in Sigil anymore.
What?
Yeah. It appears the whole home has moved.
Excuse me, could you come again, please? Thank you, but
Isn't that a good thing, though? Because before, we could see them attached to Sigil, but not in Sigil proper. This would tell me that they've either escaped the maze or provided sufficient enough proof to be released.
Where is now?
He kind of smiles and he looks at Norhand and she's like, son of a bitch. They're at the parish. They're with Anon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow tricked the lady and brought everybody there. That slippery bastard. All right. Well, we know where we're going. Let's go.
What?
this is awesome. That's the best news ever. Yes.
She looks at you and narrows her eyes and says, I wish I could remember thinking that way, because when you find out he's not, or you find out they're not, excuse me, it's a real eye opener. And she walks out of the room.
Yeah, but one day when I'm old and stupid, I'll forget things too. Nah.
Drott looks at you and he goes, you know, I lost my baby to that drug, and I'd like a good hard look at yours.
Echo Ice, always open.
So you're going to let me tool around with it?
Meh.
I mean, maybe you could show me what you did and I can show you what I did.
Kind of like a show you mine, you show me yours kind of thing, which sounds real weird and gross in context, but that's
Hey.
kind of cool. That's
Hey.
kind of cool.
I'm talking about robots here, not talking about other things.
I get it. No, I get it. I get it. It's cool. Yeah. Like it's better than listening to like Crabby Pants McStupid Boots up there. So like, yeah, let's go.
You pissed the captain off. She's moody like a storm on the sea. I'm literally from the place. Talking. We've got tools and grease.
He doesn't. She looks at Echo. Why does everybody want me to not talk around here? Like they know that that's kind of my thing, right? Like it's literally my brand. Like it's totally what I do, right?
Echo's like for a second is very clearly having a moment because he's never personified storms before, and it's sort of blowing his mind. And he says, everyone just in their business. You know how adults is.
Yeah. Kind of stupid.
Stupid. Dumb boots.
So as you're finishing up, Peerless is rolling up the map. And he looks over at you, Echo, as Charity's leaving, and he says, I could not help but overhear your conversation with Jevin's son.
Oh,
If
Okay.
we're bringing the core back home to Zendikar and you really wish to go, you're more than welcome to accompany us. And if that is truly your destiny and where you find home, you could stay there.
oh, Echo from Exandria, not Zendikar.
I know, but you voiced wish to experience that world. And we were there for an all but brief moment. And it was eye opening.
Hmm.
I too have thought about returning to Zendikar and staying.
Hmm. Maybe.
It is simply an option I wanted to ensure that you knew was available to you.
Go nods and sort of claps them on the shoulder. Thank you. Maybe in
you.
future.
And thank you for showing the boy such kindness in this turbulent time.
Sure, shield is important. Die less fast.
Well, let's hope that he has no cause to use it, at least for a little while.
Go nuts.
Charity, as you leave, you follow behind Drott, and he kind of looks around and he looks back at you and puts his finger over his mouth to be quiet. He takes a piece of coal, uses it on the whole of the ship, and he draws what looks like a very crappy version of a door. And then he takes a spanner off his belt and he puts it up where the handle would be and he turns it. And he pulls open a door. But it's not to the outside of the ship.
Yo. Yo.
Not until we're inside.
Okay, that's fine, but you've got to teach me how to do that.
He ushers you inside and then he undoes the spanner, pulls the door shut behind him. It's a trick. I had an old ally back in my more unsavory days who showed me how to cast a version of Mordenkainen's tiny hut. I don't want everybody on the ship mucking around with my tools.
That is such a smart idea. Can I be completely honest with you? That is like the smartest thing ever.
But I figured since you were interested in construction, and that is my stock in trade, that we might be able to share ideas as, and I do not say this often or in front of others. I'm impressed. Your work is impeccable. And also, I can tell thrown together, not a lot of time with the best tools.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a
Function.
time crunch.
But functional.
Yeah.
And that is the key. Functional. Bells and whistles, chrome, inlays, color. That's for the dwarves. And their desire to show more than their praise. The Drugar, we are functional. We build to last, and we build to make the best machines possible. It doesn't need to look good. It doesn't need to smell good. It doesn't need to shout to Morden about how special and fancy it is. It just needs to do what it's made to do.
I'm still lingering on the fact that people would even bother to use Chrome because first off, talk about a crappy inlay. Second, it's really, really hard to keep clean. Like, have you ever thought about like the maintenance?
Have you been around dwarves?
No, yeah, no. think we have dwarves where I come from.
Fancy pants. Sodders. Oh, look at what I built, Morden. Look at me and smile from your anvil. Everything for you. Bunch of tosses. This, what I built before, I stood up to a dragon in that machine. Granted, it tore me apart, but it paid the price for it.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, you kind of kicked some serious ass down there, man. Like, it was pretty cool.
That's 75 years of work down the drain.
Ugh, God, we have
So-
got to find a way to like make your time management a little bit faster. Like, let's see what you got.
I have a job. I mean, I'm a pirate, for God's sakes. But-
That's true.
Perhaps together I can expedite things, and perhaps I can help you add a few fun little tricks.
Now you're talking.
Everyone needs fun little tricks.
I like fun little tricks. Let's make some fun little tricks. I'm so into this.
He puts his arm around your mech body, and he steers you over to a table with some of the most bizarre looking tools you've ever seen. And all you start to do is get to hear the ding of hammers on steel as you two begin crafting.
Oh, this is the best. She's so happy. Bad feelings totally gone. Everything is wonderful. This is the best. This is the best day. It's the best. Day.
Meanwhile, in the parish.
Meanwhile,
Back at the Hall of Justice.
Charity's getting some crafting therapy. I like this.
You two are looking at this woman dressed completely in red except for a gold mask over her face. She has just referred to you all as family, nieces and nephews all, and has demanded to know the whereabouts of Anon.
Pardon me, but who are you?
Oh, child. Do they not teach you anything anymore? Do they not explain the history of your father figure and all that has come before you? Are you merely just ignorant children running willy-nilly here and fro?
I mean, I was just on a planet with a dinosaur, and then there was a dragon. It's been a busy day.
And we're pretty new.
Yeah, I mean, like what? 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah.
You make me a perception check.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Not at disadvantage. Oh, not that it matters. 13.
16.
She looks down at you, Amulet. She's so bright-eyed. You look around and you see that your siblings are all either stunned silence or are almost a little scared, look a little frightened.
But Amulet is never frightened.
She reaches down and she pinches your cheek and she says, I'm your Auntie Valia.
Varia?
Valia.
Valia.
But perhaps if you were older, you'd know me as the Red Lady, the Scourge of the Living. Queen
Wait,
of
so
Darkness. I've had so many names over all of these years.
does that mean Tani's your sister or brother? Brother?
No, we're just
Oh,
very, very close associates.
this isn't like a weird, gross family thing, is it?
But like we're living, I don't want you to be our scourge.
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Bored. Moved on. That's thousands of years ago.
Okay,
mean-
that's good.
I just keep the red to remind people that I was a goddess once. I got bored of that as well. Things bore me. I gave Anon this place. It was mine. It was a gift.
So are
That
you
was
here
nice.
looking for a new hobby then, or what?
No, I came here to find Anon because they are having their gift rescinded for failing to follow through on our agreement. Also, I'm homeless now
I don't know.
because your brother, who Anon promised to kill, imprisoned him instead, and he has escaped and destroyed my home.
I look at Twig like, what the hell is she talking about?
It's hard to keep in track. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
Brylan then speaks up very, very quietly, like almost like talking to an adult who doesn't like children, and says, so Christoph came for you then. Oh, he's coming for all of you and everyone you know, love, have touched, whose lives are entangled with any of this tree. He's going to prune it all. He stole my home, my beautiful, beautiful home.
Why don't you just stop him?
Oh, I did for a while, but my home is not exactly. Brylan puts his hand up to your ear and says, she lives in a giant golem run by skeletons. Like, I'm not joking, Twig. It's like a walking city.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it was
Sounds like a
quiet,
sweet home.
quiet, beautiful, and full of the silence that only death can bring. But I've decided to return here. Maybe perhaps I'll drain the bosom of dreams finally, or maybe I'll raise more mimics. I don't know. Why are you now standing in my house?
We live in the open house. It's here now.
And so it is. And since the parish is mine, it in turn is mine.
I don't think that's how it works.
Make me a perception and an insight check, please, Twig.
Really want to know if she has the deed to this house before we're willing to relinquish it.
I'm super distracted. That's a natural 1 for perception. And insight 17.
She leans down and she puts her finger underneath her chin to raise your head up there where her head is. And you can see into the eye slots of that golden mask. And there's just this blue light where those eyes should be. And it flickers red very quickly. And you understand you're being threatened.
Is she a robot too?
Are you asking her? Are you a robot?
No.
Are you some kind of robot?
I meant like if I was looking at her, because does she appear? Does she have like human movements, or is she like
She moves inhumanely.
inhumanely? Don't think that answered my question, but okay.
She has an inhuman gait and posture and body language.
Like robotic or just like unnatural?
You want to roll an insight check?
I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for who she is.
She's your Aunt Valia.
I mean,
Is it Valia or Valia? I can't remember. It's been too long. It may be Valia.
it's a 12. So
she does not move naturally.
okay.
It's disconcerting how she moves.
All right. Twig will kind of back up away from her, straighten out his clothes. Maybe we can all live here together?
Maybe. I could just grow bored of you, though, and that really doesn't bode well.
How about instead of you having to put up with us, you know, because we're kids, and I'm sure we'll make a
putting up
mess.
with you now.
Yeah, but how about instead of doing it forever, like, can you just move the house?
No.
Oh, you're not powerful enough for that?
Oh, snap.
Of course I am. I choose not to.
Okay. Well, you know, thought it would just be a fun thing to do once.
You hear a coughing behind you, like someone trying to interdict them or interject. Interdiction is a fucking Star Wars thing. Sorry.
What are you doing, Ben? I don't know. Don't know who it is. Which
You turn
sibling?
around and you see a elven youth. Roll me a history check because you guys have gone through so many different family members. You may not remember.
Dirty 20.
Oh, filthy.
6.
Amulet,
But-
you're too enthralled with this lady.
But I have my tree.
You do. Are you carrying that tree on you? All you do is like whip it out of it.
It's in my pouch.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
That's fair.
Did you put down like small descriptions of who people are on your tree?
No, not currently. I literally pulled it out to go, Christoph. Oh, he's on that branch. Okay.
Twig, you recognize this is Billis. Last time you saw Billis, one of your other siblings, one of your bad guy siblings, ripped his way out of him.
Yee.
And you know that Billis is a vampire.
Oh.
He's also from the first class.
Ooh, with a non-illuminal.
Mm-hmm. And he moves forward with his making himself smaller. And you realize when he walks by you, he's just a kid. Like his age when he turned was super young.
Okay.
And he walks forward with his hands clasped before him and with his head kind of down. Sweet, sweet boy. And she gets down on one knee and they hug. Make me a perception check, both of you. Also, if you recall, this is who Tawny put in charge.
He put her in charge?
Billis was in charge.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
25.
25? What'd you get, Amulet?
8.
I lied 23. Math is hard.
I'm not doing so well all of a sudden. I'm real distracted.
You're just kind of like, what is all this stuff? And
There's
Twig,
people, and it's just...
Twig, you notice he's like crying, like drops of blood. He looks just like he's shaking, weeping, and crying.
Is he? So are those happy blood tears?
You think so? You think he's like overjoyed?
Something I never thought I'd hear anyone say.
Like our long national nightmare is over. She kind of ushers him behind her. It is well played. And then she looks at you and says, "So who else? Who else will remember how much I've done for you, what I've meant to all of you, and realize that this is mine now? All of this is mine." Which I guess in some ways makes me your current guardian, making you all mine.
Oh. I mean, I guess Billis was in charge, so I don't know.
Amulet's biting her tongue really hard.
You want to look around the room, read the room a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me that sweet, sweet insight.
I need a different dice, so mine are starting to roll bad already.
At some point, this is going to turn, but I got another dirty 20.
Dang, Nate.
He's gonna have to hold it up because I only got a 10, so
Yeah.
he's gonna do all the rolling.
Amulet's just like,
I'm so mad that someone's trying to be my boss. You're not the boss of me, is what I'm trying not to yell right now.
okay, that's fair.
So
You're not my real Uncle Tony.
you're not my real mom.
So Twig, you look around and the people who you're closest to out of the siblings, you see Felix still down and out lands.
Nice.
Brylan looks very, very unsure. Keska is having a little side discussion with Dresk, but also looking very pensive. Nigella is starting to slowly walk towards Valia. These are the main people you guys have relationships with. Other siblings that are there are kind of taking sides, so to speak. And that's when you hear a noise. It's this sound like a ripping of a sheet, except for it so loud it shakes what windows are left.
Where's it coming from?
Above.
What's up there?
You look out one of the holes in the ceiling because the place is still slowly rebuilding itself. You've noticed. And you see the Heartless.
Score.
Oh. I'll run outside and see where they're trying to land.
They kind of swoop low in front of the courtyard. Make me a perception check. If you're going outside, you can make one as well. And so Charity and Akko can make one. Charity's still doing science.
I'm sorry, you mean cool stuff.
It's cool stuff.
17.
30-20.
So sorry,
The heck?
this is
Finally.
perception.
Yeah.
7.
Akko, you're just
I'm
like,
still at disadvantage, buddy.
I brushed it off on Akko when he showed up.
I'm at disadvantage. Tired.
Twig and Amulet, you see a bunch of the buildings in the parish that are still standing get up and move. Like they
Boy.
scamper away.
Like they have flags. Hey.
Sort of.
I'm Poke Twig. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't think I want to live in a house that crawls.
Brian leans down and says,
Could be cool.
Mimic.
Ooh.
They're gonna eat you.
I've never met a mimic.
Some might be hungry, but Anon keeps them fed. They know where their bread is buttered, for lack of a better term.
I've seen one of those. It was on a cliff by a sea. On our travels.
They tend to have a good rapport with them. You find them to be extremely trustworthy. So I don't know. It's always weirded me out. So the ship pseudo lands, I guess, for lack of a better term. When it does drop, looks at you, Charity, and you're both got oil on your faces, dirt on your face, big disgrace, building robots all over the place. You've got filth under your fingernails, and you've got spanner handles like pressed into your palms from all the work you've been doing. You're a little sweaty and a little stinky, and it's as close to normalcy as you've had in some time.
I love this. This is wonderful. This is
Yes.
the best
Oh.
day.
Oh, boat stop. Time to go about the normal. Come
Aw.
on.
Do we have to?
Come on, lass. It's not like it's going anywhere.
All right, all right.
I forgot. And he throws you a little bag.
She'll catch it and kind of look inside.
There's a piece of coal and a spanner.
Oh,
All doors lead here. So I don't expect you to be using all my tools and supplies without putting things back or putting any time into my next creation.
You got it. This is awesome. Thank you.
75 years to build Umbi. I need me an Umbi too.
We can make that happen.
Good lass. And he puts his spanner and turns it like a handle and opens the ship's hull.
she like gives him a super awkward hug before.
Ah,
like-
Hands off. Hands off. Not for the hugging. Build me
This is fun.
something. Build me something cool. We'll call it even.
Okay, I can do that.
I'm really good at building cool things.
If you need anything, I'll be putting some blueprints together.
Ooh. My
Mm,
interest, you has it.
yes. Well, anyway, let's go see what this is all about. I have a sore feeling. I can smell your siblings rotten to the core, all of them. My kind of people. He gives out one barking laugh and pushes the door, the wall shut behind you.
She's like super giddy now. Like that was the best thing that's happened since she got taken from Storm Song. She's a very happy camper.
Oh, come on. You're forgetting that someone showed you a tent that was an infinite space full of cool
I mean,
super
okay.
science that you were all about for a while.
I mean, look.
You're like, look, if you show me super science, I'm down. That's all I'm
Super
saying.
science. Here's the thing. This is super science that I get access to all the time. Like, I mean, look, I'm in a polyscientific relationship. It's not just about one person, okay?
Don't tie yourself down if you don't want to. Like,
Exactly.
Multi-
Exactly.
Multidisciplinary,
Yes.
polyscience whiz.
Mm.
All right. So you both make your way up to the bridge and you look down and you see Brylan, Amulet, and Twig standing in front of a slowly rebuilding open house. Charity, you've been here before. This is the parish, but a bunch of the buildings have moved in. A bunch of the buildings are blowed up, are messed up.
That's wackadoo. Okay, wait. Huh?
Like, I feel like Echo's already out there and he's just running in little circles for the boat to descend.
He's got this really real bad.
Hurry up!
Does he have like bad object permanence, like a cat? Like
He doesn't have
everything
object
just-
permanence. He just
So eventually Kellic and Presto and Eric disembark carrying Bliss. And Rylan looks at you guys and is like, what is, you know what? It doesn't matter. We've got to get this sorted. There's somebody here. I'm going to tell you both, ears open, mouth shut, because this could go very badly for all of us.
Sure, I can do that. I can keep my mouth shut. Totally can keep my mouth shut. Keeping my mouth shut is something I'm actually really good at, even though nobody really thinks that I am. But I mean, I can see me do
All
it.
of you make me a perception check, please, while Charity is ranting.
Me too.
No, you're too
Okay.
busy. You're too busy telling how quiet you can be.
12. 12.
All right.
Natural 20. So that's
Oh, no.
20.
What the heck?
26.
All right. So Amulet and Echo, you're like looking around, like everybody watching what's going on, and you see like Rylan has like tears in his eyes, and he's just looking at Charity like with this look of like relief
Mhm.
at you as well, Echo. Like, I thought you were dead. Twig, you look in the back, and as Norhand's crew is disembarking, you notice that the Drugar is watching Charity just basically run a million miles a minute with her mouth, and he just is kind of chuckling to himself the whole time.
Is Echo standing next to Charity?
Echo,
Yeah, I'm
Echo,
assuming so.
Echo is like, he like scampers up to Brylan. And he's like, look what I can do. And like grows to 12 feet tall.
He looks up and is just kind of,
What? See?
Amulet runs up
See?
to Charity.
Look how big. Look how big.
So big.
So big.
I was like, holy cow. That's cool.
So big.
She runs up to Charity and grabs her hand and does like the jumping thing friends do when they haven't seen each other forever. Like, oh, are you okay?
Great. Like, don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Is everybody okay?
Norhand finally gets up to
How
where
big
your
he
little
is.
where your little powwow is, and she goes up and puts her hand on your shoulder, Twig, and looks down and she said, thought you were dead.
Nope, not this time.
Hey, remember one thing. You don't get to die until I give that order. Agreed?
Sounds good.
All right. She slaps you on the back. And Brylan puts his hand in front of her and stops her, and he says, Bailey is here. And she goes, everybody back on the boat.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Wait, me too?
Bye.
Can I come too?
Or we got the house back.
Need
Oh.
push.
Yeah, we got the house back.
Echo's still big.
Oh,
Can
okay.
push boat. They go.
Nothing is worth dealing with that thing.
I mean, she didn't seem super nice.
She
Is she that bad?
She
Because she's
moves
not.
funny.
It's because she's not human.
Echo not human.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But you're
Why you gotta be
but-
specious?
but you're alive.
Is she the like not human? We
She's
can
a-
hang out, or not
she's
human?
a-
She's gonna eat us.
She's a lich.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is.
I
Shut down,
know
brother.
that's bad.
I met
Shockingly
one.
enough,
It kind of
No.
sucked.
I'll
you
bet
want to
one.
know where he learned to be a lich?
Bad brother.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not good.
That's
No.
when I'm gonna take a summer vacation to where Auntie Valley is. Listen, you can dislike me all you want. and that's
Okay.
fine. But this thing, I've seen what it can do. And for all the claims of being a former deity, I don't think that it's lying. And that's when Brylan explains that's why it's even more important that we're all together and we're here and that we have her or it or her, whatever you want to say, as an ally, because Kristoff took away her home.
Hmm.
And she looks at him and she goes, oh, her cataclysm engine? Because it's not a house. It was a giant undead fucking robot.
That sounds kind of cool.
That sounds really wicked.
Made from the parts of dead gods floating in the astral sea. It's
That
Oh,
still
she didn't mention
sounds.
that.
This still sounds pretty wicked.
It
It's
depends.
kind of cool.
Depends how it
don't get me
smells.
wrong, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be like, oh, and theory, that does seem pretty cool. except for when it's operated by someone who no longer sees value in the living.
That's kind of bad.
I guess
Yeah.
that seemed bad.
Oh, she does until she grows bored of you, because we're all just like gnats in the air.
Much bigger.
I mean, you kind of underestimate my ability to be interesting, but that's fine.
It's true.
Shuts her
Jared-
eyes and squeezes them really hard, and she goes, "It's not about you. It's about all of us. If she grows bored, she's not going to just get rid of you. She's going to get rid of all of us because we're no longer exciting to be around."
Yeah. Well, you know what? You make a lot of good points, but that's not where I'm going.
Only ones she gives a shit about.
Oh,
the
you said that
first-
word.
Yeah, I'll say it again. I'm a fucking pirate. I'll say what I want. I'll say no words if I want to. And I'll do hits if I want to as well.
No, don't do a hit. You never do a hit.
And then she says, she only cares about that first class because she was there.
It's a terrible movie. No.
And she only cares about Kristoff because he followed in her footsteps. The rest of us, we're just window decoration.
Well, here's my thing, though.
She only lets us even breathe because it would upset Tawny if she started killing us. And if he's not around, all bets are off.
Yeah, well, he's coming back, so chill for 5 seconds.
She stops.
We don't
she
make-
looks at you for a second, and she points at you, and then she points at Bliss. And she says, "Is he?" Because he sent her back, and look at her.
That happened after he sent
And then
that.
she stomps off.
Oh, yeah, real mature.
Shit.
Make your point and
She
then
flips
walk
back.
away.
She gives you the one finger salute behind her back.
Yeah,
walks her
she
down.
holds up both of her fucking Warforged and she's like,
Because
Rylan is just like, eyes are huge during this entire back and forth.
Your
Becca's just like,
boots still suck.
Becca's just like, shit. Fuck.
Hey, please don't.
And
Please.
he shrinks down and looks disappointed that he didn't get to push the big boat.
Garrity,
Got
we did kind of meet the scary lady. I don't.
Yeah, well,
She looks boring and like
And
not
that's-
fun.
When
if Captain McCranky Pants had given me 5 seconds without talking over me, which is really annoying, like I could have
that's
said
when-
we'd make a choice together.
And that's when Valia starts walking out, and she's got her hand on Billis's head, like you would a small, like very prim and proper child. And she walks out, and she's like, "Oh, I see Norhand's taste has gotten worse. Such a mess.
You should see her
Stink.
boots. They're terrible.
I don't care to see that trollop in any way, shape, or form. And who might you be?"
Me and them? Like all of us?
"Oh, I've met the two insipid children, but I see another child wearing," she looks you up and down, "the skin of a warforged, which is intriguing to me. And then a knoll." And you hear a noise like sniffing. You said, "A young knoll."
Yep, I'm Charity.
King Echo,
First of his name.
first of name.
King of, is it anywhere I've ever been or heard of? I do find royalty to be so delicious.
Echo definitely doesn't remember the name of the kingdom, so he kind of looks at Kellic and Presto like line.
They're trying to sneakily get Bliss into the house around this kind of tense situation.
Of Echonia.
Never heard of it.
It's pretty cool.
Boring.
It's pretty cool.
Amulet has her
So-
hands behind her back, but she's
So
got both
watch-
fingers up.
Watch
So little
multiverse be born.
little wearer of other skin. where did you kill this person and hollow them out?
No, no,
Disappointing.
no.
And she leans down and she's pointing at Phyllis very sternly. What have you taught them? You've taught them nothing. Disappointing, but still a willingness. And where there's a willingness, there's potentially a way.
I mean, the willingness was pretty much so that I could like get from point A to point B.
Is
but
there
sure,
any other reason to skin something and wear it?
I
don't think so.
I am a little uncomfortable with that line of questioning, but I guess like if you're gonna be real specific about it, sure.
Oh, you'll find I'm always very specific.
Love that for us.
It almost feels like the mask smiles, but it doesn't. It's just like this mood that permeates.
I believe Charity said that's very Pacific of us.
I did.
She says, well, come along. Family meeting and all that. She spins on her heel and heads back inside the open house.
Just kind of like leans over to Amulet.
Is she like a vampire? Because she's kind of giving me creepy vampire vibes.
Maybe did you see her walk?
That was not even a walk. It was like she kind of was like, "Ooh," like who does that? What does that? That's weird.
One thing you do notice, and Twig caught this first, she doesn't quite hit the ground when she moves.
And she's floating.
Like
Yeah.
her dress is touching the ground, and it probably adds a little bit to the unnaturalness of the gait and the movements. She's not walking.
Hey,
I think she's bad. I think she's really bad.
Twig, what's the story? Is she gonna like try to eat our eyeballs or something?
I wouldn't put it past her.
Oh,
Did
great.
Norhan say she was a lich?
I don't know. I don't listen to anything Norian says.
She did say the word lich.
Was it lit? I thought that's a bad word.
Oh, it was a naughty word.
She said lychee.
Lychee.
She
Delicious.
she
I'm with lich.
she did say the SHIT word.
She did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a title of the episode, Ron. She did say the SHIT.
The word.
Perfect. Done.
You said a no word.
You said a no word.
We do not do hits.
We don't do a hit.
I feel like it's got to be something like no words and
Oh, nice.
lich something. There you go.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, do you want to follow?
Echo is ahead of Velia for sure. He's like,
Trying to walk faster than her.
You're gonna scamper up in front of her.
yeah, he's definitely walking the fastest to where
Okay.
they're going.
Charity was literally like, we make
She
a
slows
good
down.
decision.
And very, very loudly proclaims, not just loud enough for you to hear, to Billis, see, that is how you train a dog.
Not dog. Not dog.
Oh, hell no.
I don't like
Amulet's
her.
behind her doing the thing that you do with the kids when your parents aren't looking. You're like,
Or
Echo
a
like
child.
Echo
Until you get old enough to be interesting, you're basically the same.
Echo like stops in front of her and is like, say Noel. Say Noel.
I've
No.
already said the word, and I no longer need to.
Say now. So Echo can hear. Make feel better.
Make me an insight check.
I have advantage on these actually.
I-
Oh.
But it's a terrible stat, so
You can do it.
you never know.
2.
You can't do
Are you,
it.
are you trying to intimidate her, Akko?
No, he's just like, be nice. He's not being like mean. He's being kind of rude, but in a like
In
he's
a
not really aware
persuasive way?
that he's kind of being persuasive. He's not trying to intimidate.
You don't have to be mean to make friends.
Yeah.
Or I want you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh God.
Sure.
What
Do
could go
it.
wrong?
All right, that is 6 minus 1.
Did you
So
like
you're
borrow
still
my dice?
you're still big, right? You're still like 12 feet tall.
Oh wait, saving throws aren't at disadvantage. Oh well, it doesn't matter. The other roll was worse. So
You're still like 12 feet tall.
no, he it only lasts a minute, so
Okay.
he's normal size now.
There's this feeling that washes over you. Like all of a sudden you realize how small you are and how big she is. And you find yourself looking up and this very domineering presence. And you feel a very cold hand over the scruff of the side of your neck, almost like scratching you, like, and you hear this voice, and it is maybe one of the scariest voices you've ever heard say, tisk tisk, children should be seen and not heard. Do not make me regret giving you this so important piece of advice.
Echo
And
just
then
sort of
she
skulks
walks right by
off.
you.
Sort of
Do
skulks.
you come back
like-
by us?
He sort of stands there, I think. He's sort of vaguely walking toward the house now instead of purposefully walking toward the house.
Can I tell he looks sad? Can I
don't
see
know,
that from
make
here?
an insight check.
I want to know if I can see that from here.
You know what?
Can
Yeah,
I
you can.
too?
You
Yeah.
know Akko well enough that you don't need to make a check for that. That's dumb.
I'm gonna skip ahead, and I'm gonna put my hand in his, and be like, "You're cool. Don't worry about it. She's mean. Don't worry about it." And then walk
Brylan puts his hand on your shoulder too, and he looks at all of you and
it's
says,
not touching.
he looks at all of you and he's just like, just be smart about what you say. This is not someone who brooks insult. And honestly, we are children to her. So it's smart if we play into that a little bit. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Nods. See?
Okay.
Charity takes out a notepad and a pen as she's walking and jots down, only be shitty to Norhan. And then puts it back.
Do you have
Fair.
do you have a shit list you can put her name under now?
Yes. It's like Death Note, but it's shit note. And she just like it's all the people that she just wants to like read to filth.
I want to
As
see that
days
list
go
one
on.
day.
Right?
All I can hear in my head now is L7's shit list. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
All right. So you make your way in, and all of your siblings are standing in like almost like family photo style tiers. And Brylan kind of looks around, and Bliss is over in a corner being tended to by Ms. Broom and a couple other people. But everyone that you're related to, for lack of a better term, is standing in kind of this, not formation, but almost like I said, like family photo style. And he like steers you over and he just says, just sit down and don't say anything. And then he takes his place. And she walks up and down in front of you, just kind of looking all of you over. Oh, such high hopes. But you know what I do see? And she turns her gaze to you four. I see the future. None of you are here because you're loved. That Tawny saw people and plucked them out of obscurity to give his love to. You all have purpose. You're here for a reason. Even Christoph, you all have a grand, grand purpose. And these four, they have a very special purpose. She walks over and kind of leans unnaturally down towards you and says, do you know what your special purpose is?
What is it?
It's what you can do. You shine like little stars. You're little gateways.
Hmm. 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 When travel.
You can. That is a very important thing. You can go where you're not supposed to. And do you know what the best part of being where you're not supposed to be is? Speak up. Your aunt is asking you a question. Have you lost your voices?
We're good.
Speak up!
We're good listeners.
She snaps at you and then kind of curls back into that very familial role. Do you know what it is? You little cherubs.
People won't expect us to be there.
Close. Very close. What is your name again? I've already forgotten.
Twig Swiftstrike.
Ah, Twig might be my favorite, Billis. You should watch yourself. It's because you can see things that you're not supposed to. You can take things you shouldn't have. And you can leave with both the story and the objects. Oh, you could lead an entire army across the great divides of the blind eternities. Imagine that you're opening a hole, maybe to a world that is cut off, leading a legion of soldiers that never die.
Like I been there, saw that. Echo's
You're
kind of
special.
like,
Your other siblings are no less special, but their gifts are, well, they're more personal. And while they can do things, it's not as utilitarian as what you can do. I bless you.
Thank you.
I'm allowed to do that. I was a goddess at one point.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Get bored. Too easy.
Getting
Also, my
boring,
world,
too.
my world
Easy.
doesn't exist anymore. So
Yeah, that could be a problem. Little one. There's a tiny little one.
that's what happens when followers are terrible followers.
Okay. So what do you what's your plan here, I guess?
This is my home. It's
okay.
always been my home. I gave it as a gift for a job, and that job was not completed. So my home was taken from me. So now I'm taking back this. And since you're here, and I'm your closest adult relative, I'll be taking custody of all of it. I know it'll be a hard transition for some of you. You've been so independent for so long. Right, Billis? But Auntie Valerie is here now. And I'm here to make you all special. And that is when you hear the biggest and loudest explosion you've heard in your life. You're all knocked flat on your asses. Even you, Charity. Even in your mech, you're knocked down. All
on
of
my
you have your ears are ringing. Like you can't quite hear, like a flashbang went off. You're getting up, there's rubble, there's like dust and everywhere, and you're so disoriented. And
Look.
go ahead, Amos.
Let's say I look at Charity and shout, "Was this you?
What?
What did you do?
Was that you?"
I don't know. No, it wasn't me. I have more class than this.
Plus, I would tell you because I'd want you to tell me how cool it is.
Also, mine would be way more awesome.
At that point, I want you all to make me perception checks.
Boy,
14.
5.
God, I hate you tonight, Dice.
16.
8.
So 8, and what'd you get, Echo?
5.
5. You two are just too stunned to make anything out. Charity, you got like a teens number as well, right?
Yeah, 14.
14. Charity, you're trying to like get back on your metallic feet, and you're kind of trying to clean your face off with your fleshy hands, and you catch a glimpse of something literally block out the light of what lights this entire plane.
The hell?
But you can't make it out because your eyes are just too full of dust and debris. Twig, you feel it before you see it, and that is a footstep. And you look out and you see a massive, the size of a castle foot, walk across in front. You look up and you see one of the most terrifying things you've ever seen. It is the biggest thing you've ever seen. And it looks like a mishmash of different metals, mostly bronze, in the shape of a bipedal humanoid with a open mouth of a skull for a head.
What the shit is that?
And the harder you look, you can see little catwalks and stuff on it, and you can see little skeletons, and then you realize in size comparison, those are actual skeletons moving cranks and levers, turning gears on this massive thing.
Does this mean Kristoff's here?
Oh, joy. Your brother has deemed us worthy to join, and he's brought my home. Well, this is unfortunate. But this is my house now, and I will not be giving it up. On your feet.
Who scrambles up?
You all see as one of the steps crushes the Heartless.
Shit. Norhan shed a tear.
I hope she's not in there.
She's still trying to get. No, nobody's on the ship right now.
Oh, thank God.
She's still, because as Drought said, that they were all disembarking. So you actually see them scatter. You look back and Norhan's just still flat on her back, trying to get up. Brylan is just like stunned, and he looks at Valia and says, We can't do anything against that.
Echo is already charging towards it.
We're gonna die.
Oh God.
What if you were in it?
And she looks down and she's like, "That's why you're my favorite now, Twig." And she literally puts her hand on Billis's face and pushes him away. And she says, "Because have you ever heard of the story of Achilles?" "Of course
No.
not, your child." "Well, he was given magic to protect him, but they had to hold him by the foot to bathe him in it. I was the one who held him. Now, stories will tell you other people did it, but it was me, and I made sure not to put his foot under. Everything needs a weakness."
What's this thing's weakness?
"It's Achilles. I tend to stay in one area when I'm bored. I want to see it perfected, that's all. You're going to crawl inside my 4 precious travelers, my little gates. You're going to find whoever's driving that at the middle, and you're going to turn them to dust for your Auntie Velia, aren't you? Aren't you?"
We can certainly try.
It's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. LFG.
"Good. The
Can-
rest of you will serve as a distraction. Try not to die. I don't want to have to raise you. It's a huge waste of my resources and of your talents." They all kind of look at each other, and then there's this voice that erupts behind this mask that says, "Now," and it curdles your blood.
Echo is like trying to make the noise.
Yeah. I need to learn how to do this. So what are you doing?
So she said we can go where we're not supposed to go, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
What if we don't want to do this?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna step on us.
Oh,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta stop it.
suppose, that,
Oh,
And
I
he
guess
probably just-
living is pretty good.
suppose that's a
Auntie-
good point.
And he just kill you. Roughly.
That's a good point too.
Life is pretty cool. Like let's I choose. Yeah, let's go with that.
I've already died once today. I don't know if I want to do it again.
Yeah, I
shit.
kind of died once too. I don't. It wasn't great.
You guys are having this
It's-
conversation, and
It's like they say.
Nigella walks up to you and she
laugh,
kind of
laugh.
grabs you all close and says, "Come with me."
Mirror lady.
No, you murder us.
I know
again.
what happened before, but remember, I was right.
Yeah, you were kind of right. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got you.
but it's
I
just-
got you out of that, and I'm going to get you into that. She points up.
I mean,
Echo
what if-
doesn't have the brain power to fight that argument logically.
So
Do your worst.
she's kind of steering you around, kind of this big battle that's taking place.
Mhm.
Things are falling. Your siblings are attacking this thing and not doing a whole lot, but they're now have aimed most of their direction on the skeletons outside on the exterior that are moving things and just trying to blow them up. But everything they do, more skeletons come out of hatches to take their place. You get like behind a half wall of rubble, and Nigella looks at you and she says, "Does anyone have a piece of glass? Or
Oh yeah,
can I have it?"
Sure. Yeah, she'll fish around for a hot minute and she'll find a piece of glass and hand it over.
"Does anyone have something sticky?"
What else do you need?
She turns and looks at Amulet and she goes, "I know you have food in those pockets."
I mean, I think we ate it all though. I think she pulls out like a pretty moldy orange. Oh, I guess I got that.
"That's not sticky." "Charity, do you have something sticky?"
Yeah, I got some sticky.
She'll pull out like it looks like chewed gum, but it's not.
Fair enough. How big's a piece of glass, by the way?
Probably like that. Like it's not very
Okay.
big. It's
I don't believe it's not chewed gum, by the way.
Yeah, I don't either.
I
Neither,
mean,
neither does Nigella. She looks at Akko and she says, "You're going to take this." She sticks it to the back of the glass, and you're going to put it there. And she points to the back of its foot.
Okay, like now.
Now,
Bye. Echo like runs off.
she turns and looks at you, Twig, and she says, "You're going to get the rest of us there once that's placed, okay?
Okay.
You're going to lead the way. Just get us there in one piece."
I mean, are we just gonna think real hard and get in there?
"Oh no, I can get us in."
Mirror lead.
All right, so Akko,
Mhm.
make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Good at acrobatics. Well, I rolled the same thing twice. That's 17.
So there's like still like rubble and things kind of getting knocked around from how big this thing is.
Yeah.
Its legs are like the size of towers. As far as the way around. I mean, you'd
Mhm.
think there's probably tower-sized stairwells inside of it. As you were kind of avoiding this, you get a good look up and you see that there is a circular walkway on the outside of it, like like a catwalk, I guess. And you notice that skeletons are pulling bows out and starting to aim at you. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
It's not bad. Oh, wait. 20.
Perfect. You're able to move so efficiently and with such focus that, I mean, their arrows are literally landing where you were, like milliseconds before. And you're just avoiding and weaving through, you're serpentining your way. The foot, you're getting close to the foot and it's flat and it starts to pick up like it's on its toes.
Mhm.
And you hear this noise that sounds like wrenching metal. And you look up and the head and torso have turned and the head is looking right down at you.
Echo
Two baleful green eyes.
Echo gives it the salute he learned from Norhan.
Yeah.
And keeps at it.
Gives it the Norhan salute.
Yep.
I want you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm actually good at this. That is a good roll. 20.
Okay. I want you to roll me another con saving throw.
Okay.
Not with your just roll me the dice. Tell me what your
Just roll the dice. Okay. 14.
Okay. So as this happens, you kind of look up and you keep moving. And the eyes trail you and lock on. And this spinning green and black funnel of energy flies down at you. And you realize that I can't get out of the way. Like it's too big. I just can't get out of the way. And you kind of brace for impact and nothing happens. You open your eyes and you see Brylan standing beside you, making that shield around you both. He
Hey.
says, get inside and stop this. And he kind of looks over his shoulders. He says, okay.
Okay. Echo like licks him on the cheek and runs away.
You run away and the green light melts through his shield. And you
No.
see him disintegrate.
Ow! Echo just like yells and is like gonna fuck up this robot.
Make
He is
me another-
raging.
Make me
He is
another
just, like,
acrobatics.
raging. Is this a so this is a it matters because Echo is a shield master.
Okay.
It's a single thing aimed at me, right?
No, I'm treating it as a single thing just because there's so many.
Okay. All right, then that's a 13.
Okay. Roll me a 10-sider.
Okay. 5.
Okay. You take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Arrows. Just you're getting shot with arrows. You're getting Boromired.
Oh.
Rude.
But you do make it. And you plant the glass.
Arrowed.
Hey, he used to be an adventurer till he got an arrow in the knee. Twig,
Yes.
make me that sweet, sweet acrobatics as you lead them across the battlefield.
Ugh. Ooh, I do that at advantage. That's cocked. All right, so that is dirty 20.
Okay. Amulet and Charity, you also make acrobatics roll. Do so at advantage.
Could have been real bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's acrobatics. That's gonna be a 19.
I got a 16.
You're able, Charity, not just to get across, but you're able to keep Nigella close enough to where she's not in danger of being shot by arrows. You're basically using yourself as like a bigger target and shield. Amulet, you just cruise. You're just like, hey, gotta get somewhere, gonna get somewhere. Ooh, look, skeletons.
While I'm doing that, can I go, Echo, he's our man. If he can't do it, we're all gonna die.
Only if you cartwheel as you're running. Like,
do that. I can do that.
Ever.
I could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a thing for that, a inspiration. That was pretty great.
Oh, thanks.
Probably not the most appropriate time to yell that to somebody who's just saw their brother figure disintegrated, but
I don't think he can hear me, to be honest.
I don't know if you saw that happen either. So.
No, probably not.
All right, yeah. And you know what, Echo? That gives you an extra D2 on your next roll.
hey.
You're not a bard, Amulet. Don't try to squirrel more points out of it than that.
No, she
I'm
was
giving that to you because it was special.
she was just doing it because she was just like, okay, this is gonna be a thing.
All right. Echo, you realize that staying this close keeps you out of shot range for both bow skeletons and its head. And it seems to
Echo
have turned its attention back towards others anyway.
Echo is like rage crying. He is just like howling and just can he see a skeleton that he could conceivably reach?
There's nothing.
Echo just yells like, hurry up now.
So you get there and Nigella says, where's Brylan?
Brylan dead. Kill another one of us.
She closes her eyes really tight for a second and then she says, grab my hands.
Go grabs her hand really hard.
She walks you through the mirror on the side, or that glass on the side. You come out the other side and you're inside the foot. And she's down on her knees, just coughing and sputtering. And she says, I've never moved that much before. I need a second. But you don't wait for me. Just go.
Echo is already gone. Is there like, are there multiple paths? Is it a stairway? Like, what's the?
It's a spiral
Yeah,
up. And there's
Echo is-
multiple doors to the outside.
Yeah, Echo's just going like
Echo starts to
speed up
cruise.
the
What are the
stairs.
rest of you doing?
As Echo goes, I will go right behind him. I will also take a healing potion because I have 5 hit points.
Yeah.
What were the healing potions from Jairus?
We'll say D10 plus 8.
Okay.
That's a question, Ben. When we died and came back, did we
Full.
come back full hit points?
Yeah, you should be a full twig.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, then never
Full
mind.
then. That's what I was wondering because I was like, I thought we came back with something.
That reminds me.
I got 82 hit points. Let's go.
Is death like a full rest?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have spells too. That's all right.
Sweet. When you need all your stuff back, you just have to die. It's fine.
No, I'm not gonna.
Come on, just do it. Everybody's doing it. Twig.
Everybody's doing it, Twig. Come on.
All right, we'll see how it goes. I'll use 2 spells and then give it a try.
So, like, she's still down. You are Charity, Amulet. Are you leaving Nigella there? Are you staying with her? What's the plan here?
Charity's gonna yell at Amulet to go because she feels like she's big enough. She can protect Nigella until Nigella can move.
Okay. I'll run
Amulet,
after Echo.
Are you changing form or are you holding off? Until you
What,
can.
what are my feelings on if I'm gonna run into some shit in the next round?
You're holding off then.
I'm just saying, like, I can't change, and then if I don't do anything, like, do I feel like there's a lot of? Can I see bad guys around us, or do I feel like we're sort of unnoticed right now?
You know this thing's full of skeletons.
Oh, then I'll change.
Okay, a minimum skeleton.
Okay, then I'll change. I'll just have to hit something or someone. So it's good. Just want to hit someone.
So you guys are cruising up the stairs. Make me a perception check.
Shouting my thing as I'm running. I've never changed and ran. Is that possible?
Yeah, shout your thing.
Perception. It was 13.
Yeah, do your thing.
See if I can do it from memory now. No, I can't. With Dragon Strength at Cataclysm's Hour, Solinari, Lunatari, Nuritari, hear my strength. No, hear my call. Grant me your power. It's been too long since I've done it.
It has been a while.
Echo, I rolled a natural 1. Echo is not seeing anything but violent death for everything that lives on this stupid robot.
No,
Yeah.
perceptive.
I got 24.
Dang, what'd you get, Amulet?
13.
Amulet, you're moving. Both of you are following Echo. You're moving. You go through your change as you reach out with your words, and you catch like a glint out of your eyes of something that isn't kind of dark and like gray metal on the inside of this, and it looks like some sort of reddish cloud, and it's going down as you're going up. Twig, you see that as well, and that looks unusual, but then you look up a little bit higher up and you see a couple skeletons, and they've got what looks like a big cauldron, and they turn it and they dump it over the side down on top of you guys.
Do I have time to do anything before they do that?
I will definitely give you a advantage on your reaction.
I don't have anything that's a reaction. I mean,
I just
if you let
wanna
me
be
do an
able-
action.
I'll give you advantage on your action. That's fine.
Okay. I want
I want you first to roll me a odd or even.
we'll say even. And yep, that's a 9.
Okay.
Do I get to do a thing?
No.
No. Okay.
That
It was just a random roll for you don't know why.
That was for me.
Oh.
Um,
Since I didn't get to, I wasn't too perceptive. Do I have enough to maybe shout at Charity to watch your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not surprised, Twig, but Akko and Amulet are, as a rain of hands falls down upon you, hundreds of them.
Gross.
They're going to get a free attack on Akko and Amulet.
The hands or the skeletons?
No, the hands. It's a bunch of crawling claws.
Gross. Okay.
Amulet does a 15 hit.
No.
Does a 17 hit.
Yes.
Okay. And they're a swarm, so I'm just rolling once for the swarms.
What type of damage is it?
It's gonna be, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
$20 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I'll take 10. Thank you very much.
Okay. Akko,
Mhm.
I know a 19 hits. So
Mhm.
26 hits. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeesh.
All right, you're not surprised, Twig. So I'm gonna make them roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
And I missed. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Excellent.
I don't think a 10 hits
No 19 AC.
you. Okay. All right, you are now all three swarmed by crawling claws. They're hanging off the girder of the spiral staircase, falling on you, grabbing, clawing. When they can, they form fists and punch you. I was like, they form like almost arms made up of hands to strike at you. They're pulling your hair, gouging your eyes, fish hooking, doing all that illegal stuff. Yeah. Some of them are trying to crawl in your mouth.
Gross.
They smell, they're gross.
They didn't ask for
dirty.
permission.
Oh, crawling claws don't care. Boy.
It's a lot. That's a mouthful.
Of crawling claws.
Yeah.
See?
So I
Happened
want
to me
you,
too.
I want you three to roll initiative. They're gonna go in 20 each time. Charity,
Yes.
you look up because you heard Amulet holler. It's hard to hear in here because there's so much going on.
Mhm.
But you look up and you see there is this bizarre looking dark cloud inlaid with moving red rushing down to where you are. Like it's falling out of the sky.
That's not great.
It most certainly is not great.
Do you have an umbrella?
I mean, theoretically, I have right tool for the job, but that shit would take me 10 minutes. Can I grab Nigella like a football and just run?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna run up the stairwell? Because that's the only place
Yeah.
you're going. Budrick. All right. So you start heading up. And this thing looks like it was at first just kind of gravity driven, but it turns and envelops you both.
Great.
So I want you to make me a constitution saving throw, and I'll make one for Nigella.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong here? That's great.
She did real bad.
I had a 21.
You're good.
Yay.
Nigella starts to wither in your arms. And this cloud becomes redder and redder. Make me a perception check.
Shit. That would be a nat one.
You're watching this person die in your arms. Back to the crawling claws. So I'm going in 20. Nate, you'll get to go before my next turn because you were not surprised. So what do you want to do?
I will hold out my
What?
hand.
So do you want our initiative rolls?
Let Nate go, and then we'll do initiative rolls, or just
Okay.
put them in the chat. And you can put that I'm going in 20. If someone wants to put them in chat.
So I will hold out my hand. Scimitar will appear there, and I will just attack.
Okay.
So actions. Sorry, not a scimitar, rapier. And that is a 22 to hit.
That hits. They're only a 12 to hit. Pretty easy stuff.
Ooh. And it's max damage 14.
You skewer a few of them and throw them off, and they curl up like spiders and stop moving. But there's just so many of them. All right. So, Akko, you're up first.
Okay. First, quick question. When we were on the Heartless, did we rest or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me do that really quick and take my headphones. That changes what I can do by a lot. So, all right. Okay. All right. Akko is going to he's gonna grow. He's gonna embiggen with his bone. No, actually, no, he won't with his bonus. Sorry, that's a bonus action. He won't do that. Akko is going to try something. Just follow with me here. Akko is a shield master now. So when after he attacks, he can bonus action shove with his shield. What I would like to do is make 2 attacks and then sort of, like shield in front, like power up the stairs, like as like a snow shovel of hands.
No, it makes sense.
And just peel them off, just clear a path.
Yeah.
So let me make 2 attacks really quick. Those are both pretty good. The lowest one is 19.
No, that totally hits. Yeah,
Okay.
you only got to hit a 12. They don't have they're a swarm. They don't have a huge armor class.
Sure.
They've got a decent amount of hit points, and they can hit real hard.
Sure. Okay. So wrong dice. It's been a while since Akko's gotten hit something. Okay. That's 24 points of slashing damage, magical slashing damage.
Okay, yeah.
And then bonus action, he's shoving and running his 30 feet up the stairs.
So you just kind of explode physically to get a bunch of them kind of moving away, and then you're just slashing through a ton of them in the air, and shrugging as you do so. And some of them just fall off, and then you barrel down head underneath shield and just crush through. You are able to get rid of a lot of them. There's still quite a few hanging on, but overall, you're in better shape than you were a moment ago, which is a big deal. And you feel like you've cleared a path behind you. So they will return the favor this round. And they are going to try to pull you to ground. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. So all of a sudden you feel all of these things start to pull, and it's like their weight far exceeds their size. And they start to kind of pull you towards the floor of the staircase. But nothing is going to deter you from what you're doing, and you just push through. Amulet, they're all over you. They're all over you.
Oh God. Oh no.
25.
What was that?
25.
Yes.
That is for 19 bludgeoning damage.
Let me round up or down.
You always round up. Twig.
Oh shoot, that just took away my 10 hit points. Just ruined it for me, Ben.
Twig, does the 13 hit you?
It does not.
How the hell I can't hit you, but I could hit those two?
I'm just a slippery little guy.
You are a slippery little guy.
He's so small.
Twig's AC is technically higher than mine.
Oh, well. All right, Amulet, what are you doing?
I am trying to throw them off of me and smack them and stomp on them and whatever I need to do to destroy them.
You're gonna make 2 attacks then?
I have 2.
All right, make those 2 attacks, baby.
Oh God, they're not good. Oh God, they're really not good.
Are they 12 or above?
Hold on. One
Remember,
is
you also have an inspiration.
10, 11. Oh yes, the lowest one is a 13.
Oh, yeah.
That was close. So, do you want me to add it all together or individually?
Yeah, they're just a big swarm. So we're just like taking a chunk of hit points out of a pool of hit points.
23. Can't add. It's been so long. Oh my gosh.
So like you're at first you're kind of down like this because you're oh God, what did you dump on me? And then you do the roar, and a bunch of them fly off you as you flex intensely.
I'm gonna go back to my first days in the home day and I'm gonna river dance on them.
Okay. You also river dance all over the ones on the ground.
It worked the first time.
Yeah,
We're gonna do it again.
I didn't see Shatner do it in Kingdom of Spiders. If he did, he would have survived.
Could have.
Spoilers.
Twig, yeah, sure. Twig, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna slash at him with my rapier because I do not have spells that will work this close. That's not great. That is 13.
That hits. Like I said,
All
it's
right.
just a lowly 12. He just wants to sleep in your bed. He's just a Hurley boy.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I move forward at all?
Yeah, you can still move. They don't block what you're doing. They're just
Okay.
Amulet, are you moving as well?
Can I keep moving up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akko's cleared a path. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep following as close as I can. I
All right.
don't know if he's faster than I am, being that much bigger.
Charity,
I can.
what are you doing? Twig, go ahead and finish what you were saying.
I was just I can move 45 feet, so I'll move up to Echo, I assume.
Okay.
I can move 30.
Oh, another kitty in the background.
Gira. Oh, actually, Teeny's in here too. There's
Oh, multiple kitties.
kitties.
Oh, they're playing.
They're playing.
Is there any way I can tell what this is, or like any way to get the hell out of this thing with Nigella? Because I don't want her to die.
Make me a survival check.
Survival.
You know what? You can make me an Arcana check. Oh, Arcana or survival? I'll let you choose.
I'm gonna go Arcana. That's gonna be 15.
You've never seen this before, but you've read snippets about it. You're not sure if these are just extinct on Storm Song, and like ancient tomes maybe mentioned them, that you part and parcel looking for other information. But this is a vampiric mist.
Oh God. So I gotta get out of this. I gotta get her out of this.
This is basically a living mist made from the remnants of vampires, and it is trying to absorb you. Absorb your life essence, your blood, everything, while you're inside of it, and it is absorbing Nigella.
Great. Hang on. Let me think of something. Damn. Is there anywhere I can jump to get away from this thing with her? I mean, I know it's going to try and chase us, but
You could jump down,
yeah, we'll jump down.
or unless you have something that I'm unaware of to like.
No,
up.
I was trying to figure out if I could do something, but it wouldn't alter her stats. Her stats would be exactly the same. And if
Okay.
it was, yeah. So no, we're gonna try and jump down and get away from this thing.
Okay. You grab her and just make me that sweet, all important acrobatics roll that we've made all day today.
Are you kidding me? That's a crit fail. This is
Okay.
gonna be a real knocker.
Take my inspiration.
Are you sure?
Take my inspiration.
Aw,
I
That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch.
that is much better. That is an 18.
Thank you.
Yeah, it would have been real bad if you would have.
Yeah.
So you grab the rail and hop it, and you curl up like a pangolin, and you fall down to the bottom and land on your reinforced metallic feet and stand up. And you notice when you land, you look down, there was like a splat where Nigella had been before she was coughing up blood. And she now has blood leaking out of the side of her mouth as she looks not good.
Okay.
You turn your head to look up, and this thing is like almost rearing up like a cat getting ready to pounce, and it just flies down at you. So you'll go first when we come back around. Akko, what are you doing?
Akko is just, yeah, he's clearing and hacking and screaming.
Make me that sweet roll.
All right.
Dog. Make your attacks. Because they're still there.
Yeah, I rolled above 12 on both of them.
Okay,
So
perfect.
that is 28 total magical slashing damage.
So as you burst through between your plowing and your cutting, you get to a point where there aren't any more on you, and you kind of take a moment to look around, and there's just broken hands everywhere, curled up like dead spiders.
Good.
And you look up further where they dumped them on you. You can see that they're pulling another vat towards the edge.
Go. So how high is it? This ledge?
20 feet to the other side.
Akko.
Spiral.
Akko will use his bonus action to embiggen. And so he's 12 feet tall, and he just wants to jump to that ledge. And
so you're pulling a beard and jumping out of a moving spaceship.
Not quite. Not quite. He's like
you getting that hanger, huh?
Like if everyone wants to call him a dog, then he's the werewolf from Rampage right now. He's
all right, that's perfect. I'll give you inspiration for that.
Great.
The werewolf was my favorite in that game.
Right?
I think his name was like Wolfie or something.
I think it was underrated.
Yeah.
I love that game
for sure. Yeah.
All right. Make me an acrobatics check.
Okay. 20.
Oh yeah. So like it's a little platform with a metal railing around it.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to run up the spiral, and when you get to an angle you feel comfortable, you embiggen, and then you hop the rail and with one foot jump across this vast chasm, which you didn't realize was as long and big as it was until but you don't care. You just don't care anymore.
Jeez.
And you land on your feet with your hands beside you, squatted down on the rail, looking at these two skeletons who are pushing a vat. You get a look at what's in the vat. You look down, and it is another vat, but this time it's full of heads, skeletal heads, and out of the bottom of where the bottom jaw should be, out of where the mouth is, are 8 spider legs.
Oh, gross.
And it's full of it.
Akko is just like hot slobbering on these skeletons. Just like, but it's very high pitched. It's a really disconcerting sound.
Yeah,
He's a hyena. It's like he's like growling.
It's almost
and
a
roaring.
laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very high pitched. I've tried it. I can't make it. Yeah. He
Sweet.
is. Yeah.
Crawling claws on amulet. Oh, you're so lucky. You are so lucky. Well, I rolled my damage with my attack, and I rolled a 20. The damage dice turned it to a 2.
Woohoo!
On Twig, I hate you. I hate you, Twig. I rolled a 3. So your night of rolling good also is moving directly into making me roll bad, and I don't like that.
I
I
do.
don't like it at all. All right, that's
great.
their turn. That's the Crawling Claw's turn. That would make it Amulet's turn.
My turn, right? Okay. I mean, do I have to fight, or is there enough clear path that I can keep following?
They're still on you.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying to knock them off me when I'm running, which I figured out I run
can
forward
do both,
40
yeah.
now, just so you know.
Oh.
Thought it was 30, but I was wrong. It's 40. So I'm gonna try to continue to smash them off of me while I'm running and stomping on anything that's under my feet.
Okay.
2 attacks. Those are twig numbers.
Good Twig numbers or bad Twig numbers?
Those are original. Those are OG twig numbers. I rolled a 3 and a 4. And while I do have a plus
Did you hit it?
7,
Nope, didn't hit 13 or didn't 12? Is it 12 or 13 now? I can't remember. I'm on a different page.
3 and a 4. So
Yeah,
even-
you did a 12. So.
no, that's an 11
Yeah,
at the 4. So
Womp womp, boss. All right. They're still on you. That means they'll be coming at you another turn. Twig,
Can
what do you?
can I still keep moving while they're on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack mine and see what happens. Well, Doug, get the sound effect ready. Natural
Uh-oh.
20.
Hey!
What
What the heck?
Yeah,
The good sound effect. Not the bad one.
Doug's sleeping.
that's all right.
Probably folding.
There we go.
He's folding laundry, Ben.
Wow.
All right, so it's max plus roll, right?
Yep.
Don't do that very often. All right, so that
Don't do that
is what's that? 14 plus 4 is 18.
Still some on you, but you're slowly but surely shish kebabbing them
Yep, moving on up.
to the top of this platform. You find they're getting a piece of skeletons. I don't know.
The thigh?
The fuck.
No, the thigh. We're in a leg.
Oh. Yeah.
See what you did there.
That was
I like
good.
it.
That made me happy. All right. Charity, what are you doing besides eating delicious ice cream and making everyone jealous?
I'm sorry.
He's got Dairy Queen, and our Dairy Queen and Crystal's real bad, and I miss Dairy Queen.
Sorry.
It is real bad.
It's real bad.
Nothing worse than a bad Dairy Queen.
Yeah, they're
know.
like they're
like ice,
mad when you pull into the drive-through. Like they're legitimately angry.
and like ice cream not fully frozen. Like it's just
Oh,
Come
I hate to
on.
see it.
it's gross.
Generally
Gosh,
only
I-
one person working, and you're just like, oh, I feel real bad for you.
The one in Crystal?
Yeah. Oh, one
Yeah.
of Crystal
Oh.
sucks.
It's real bad.
I think
Real
that's where
bad.
this came from.
Oh, if you
Oh.
got a good one, you're lucky.
DoorDash. Not sponsored. So, okay.
Yes.
I'm going to
Hit us
spend
on DoorDash.
yes. I am going to spend one of my level 1 spell slots
Okay.
to try and make another alchemy spell for the day. I can make elixirs.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And the one that I got would do absolutely no bloody good right now. Yes, that is much better. That's one, I think. Yes. Okay. She's going to rummage around and pull out a little vial and press it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I see this as like you're inside your cockpit, right?
Yeah.
And you pull a switch or push a red button or whatever it is, and like a set of test tube holders comes folding out in front of you, the little workstation, tiny little Bunsen burner, and you can just go to town.
Yeah, just
Push the button, Frank.
Push the button.
yeah.
Frank. Pull the lever, Charity. I need that on a t-shirt now.
So she's going to pull out a resilience potion. So she's going to press that to Nigella's lips and try to get her to drink it. That's going to give her a +1 bonus to AC for 10 minutes.
Perfect.
It's something.
Yeah, it's something. It's definitely is something. That's a great use of that.
Yeah.
All right. So the mist comes crashing down on you. and you can, is it an open cockpit or do you have a close on it?
It's an open cockpit.
Okay. So it envelops you and you can almost see multiple faces in it bearing things at you and laughing at what's going on. So it's going to make you make a con saving throw.
Great.
And also I'll let you roll for Nigella. I rolled
For
last time.
Nigella. For me, that's going to be 12.
Yep.
Nigella's 11.
So you both fail.
Yeah.
You're both.
No way. Monks can punch vampiric mist.
Yeah.
Monks can punch ghosts.
Yo, well, yeah, that's true. They can punch
Yeah.
ghosts.
Yeah,
That
it's
is the thing that happens.
kind of the greatest thing ever. I'm
Yeah.
just using the same damage for both of you. You both take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, damn it. Okay. And we hadn't had a chance to heal up from the last time, right?
You did on the
No,
boat.
we rested on the boat.
Okay. Perfect. Great.
You didn't die, rest, but you rested.
I was like, oh, I should have died.
Should have died. It would have been so much cooler.
Should have taken the longest rest.
Wouldn't be a
The
disadvantage
longest
anymore.
rest.
I cannot
Okay.
recall. Does Charity wear glasses?
Goggles.
All right. So Nigella takes her turn and she reaches up and she pulls down your goggles.
Mhm.
And next thing you know, she's gone.
Like she poofed.
She went through your goggles.
Oh, reflective. She left you alone.
That bitch.
Well, at least now you don't have to waste your time on that.
That's a no word.
Literally.
And that's where
made
we're going to
her-
stop.
Ah! Oh, that bitch.
Cold, Ben. Cold.
Bitch.
So because we got 2 hours in. Right,
See how it
rounded
is.
off.
Yeah, it's true.
Tell everybody where they can find you, what you're doing, who you be with.
All right. Well, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can find me this Saturday and every other Saturday right on this very channel, playing a wonderful little owl wizard in Drakewind Falls.
Sounds adorable. I'm Shannon. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram on Tangled Adventurer. Follow me there for all sorts of fun upcoming D&D shenanigans.
Are you going to trademark that? Because it's kind of perfect.
I should.
I'm Cassandra. You can't find me anywhere other than here every 2 weeks. So make sure you come back in 2 weeks. Otherwise, you might miss this beautiful face.
Paul
Right.
Dano of
Mhm.
D&D.
Wouldn't want that.
Leaving riddles, killing people. Spoilers.
I'm Warrior. You can find me on the socials at WarriorMN. You can find me as along with Nate on Drakewood Falls every other Saturday, where I play a very chill Minotaur. You can also find me this Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be in a charity Crash Pandas one-shot, playing a raccoon named Stan Antonio. You can.
That was my reaction, Nate. It's
So good.
Great.
So good.
So
you
good.
you can watch that at twitch.tv/Daxara19. That's DAXARA 19. It is benefiting the Parkinson's Foundation. So great charity. So stop by, laugh at me being stupid and probably crashing several cars, and donate to a good cause if you can. So see you there.
Yeah. Hashtag Stan.
Mhm.
All right. I am your King Ginger, your Fail Well, your Ginger Giant. I have Zach reminding me that he used to call me that all the time. when I saw him in person after 2 years, which was real weird.
Yeah, we hung out
Um,
with 2 people in person. It was odd.
Oh.
It's weird.
I had a real hard time with socializing in person. Um, you can find me here every 2 weeks. On the opposite weeks, you can find me on Tuesdays on Heel Turn Radio channel for Tiny Ming, where we mod the action figures you've always wanted. You can find me this Thursday on this very channel for Bad at Games. I'm not sure what I'm playing this week. Last week was Space Haven, and we might do one more Space Haven game, and then maybe go back to Death Trash because that was a pretty good time. But also we're trying to set up a schedule so we can slip in Fire Pro Wrestling, the return of the Twitch Projo once a month, as well as I would still like to do the Ballad of Knox County every once a month and play some Project Zomboid. Then Sunday you can find me on this channel as well, 10 o'clock in the morning Central for prep school. I almost forgot what this show is called. I've got a whole bunch of guests coming up soon. A lot of non-gaming people to talk about their creative process. Renaissance Ricky Norn is going to come on and talk about creativity. A friend of mine who is in a couple bands is going to come on and talk about his process. I have a another friend who is an artist, and she's going to come on and talk about her painting work. So it's just a
But
place.
what's the big one, Ben?
Oh yeah, Dirk Stanley, guy who makes Faraway Land and Mirror Anarchy is coming on in a few weeks. So cool dude, makes cool games. I want to talk to him about it. So yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I buried the lead there.
Like, don't forget the big one.
Yeah, I got a lot of people. Got someone who makes things locally for the DMs Guild, and is another person I've gained with. A few other people. I'm trying to get, as many different voices and creatives as I can to come on and talk to myself and whoever wants to watch about how they do the cool things that they do. So that's kind of the goal. I think that's the only thing I have going. Oh, Scum and Villainy, man. Whew. 3-parter, maybe more, about our intrepid bounty hunters or former bounty hunters from our Extra Life game. We wrapped the first episode, and we are at least doing 2 more. We'll see.
I mean, if they last that long,
they may die.
Do have to live that
Seriously.
long, yeah.
Seriously, they may not make it. Remember the bounty hunters we ran into on Ord Mandel? Yeah, it's that kind of situation. All right, I'm done talking. Thank you to the Beard. Thank you to my absolutely stellar players who, as always, are the power that runs the ship, but the captain of that ship, Casual Doug. Thank you. And until next time, don't do hits.
Don't do hit.
true.
Do hits.
Unless you're Echo.